this audio, we explain the facts about how the symbol of peace and love emerged and then became an extraordinary and powerful symbol of authentic struggle. Many of us consider the symbol of peace and love as a simple sign, a style, a fashion, but according to history, it is not only that. The icon was born from the symbol of the English nuclear disarmament campaign designed by Gerald Halton in 1958, a German artist from the Royal College of Arts in London. It comes from the letters N for nuclear and D for disarmament, taken from the flag code. Then, in the 1960s, it became an authentic symbol of struggle. This sign was created when the artist was in a state of deep depression. The description of his state of mind explains the position of the lines. It is exactly the symbol of despair, but each symbol represents an incredible active force that acts as an archetype in our unconscious. The historical significance of the icon is the global nuclear disarmament that is still alive with its organization. According to renowned analysts, the symbol is derived from two historical Christian symbols. The outer circle indicates the desolate and empty land, Genesis 1:2, while the inner design of the witch's foot or leg means that God descends with the gift of salvation, John 3:16. Other analysts believe that the two flag arms without the circle look like an open arm huga, reflecting the act of a desperate man. The circle represents the Gurum or unborn generations and the world, and the jet black color represents the incredible eternity. The true symbol of peace and love is like a tree with three thick branches, a trinity, the union of spirit, body, and soul. It is the truth of human victory that produces incredibly positive and constructive energy. It represented, besides, with enormous force, the hippie movement, a rebel subculture born in the 60s in the United States. The word hippie comes from the English adjective hipster, a qualifier that means an extremely nonconformist rebel. They listened to psychedelic rock music and believed in free love. Some also engaged in radical peace activism, and others sought reflective experiences with meditation. The hippies constituted a marked mass youth current that later managed to maintain itself for the following generations, known as the neo-hippies, who have kept this movement in force by establishing themselves as a powerful subculture with certain merits. For example, the rejection of hyper-consumerism and the extreme commodification of the entire world. Important support for the practice of yoga as an incredible means of transcendental meditation. The hippie icon is usually that of a bearded man, both sexes with fairly long hair, who professes free and universal love and peace. Thus, we realize that the sign peace and love and peace, is still alive today everywhere. To name a few examples, in the fashion of faded psychedelic clothing, which, as we know, has not been as traumatic as when it was launched in those revolutionary 60s. Glowing, amazing things. Please